circuito Sobral.
Tonight's venue is where Juventus play their home matches, and the Italian lineup has a distinctly Juventus flavour to it. There are 7 players from the Old Lady in the starting 11, including left-back Fabio Grosso. He replaces Domenico Criscito, who featured in Georgia. Daniele De Rossi also comes in for Angelo Palumbo in midfield. And up front, Alberto Gilardino gets his chance ahead of Giuseppe Rossi in Marcello Lippi's 4-4-2. Bulgarian coach Stanimir Stoilov is clearly unhappy with his central mid defender Kirill Kotev. He was substituted at half-time in the win over Montenegro and starts on the bench tonight. In his place comes Georgi Sarmov. Other than that, it's the same team that scored 4 on the weekend. Dimitar Berbatov bagged his first goal of the qualification campaign in that match. He says he needs to do more to help his side. Bulgaria's hopes of victory in Italy may well rest on his shoulders. Marcello Lippi has a fantastic record, including the World Cup in 2006. He's been coming in for some criticism of late, but Italy will be looking to put that past them tonight against Bulgaria. He's kept the 4-4-2 that featured against Georgia, but Pirlo has been given more of an attacking role, more freedom to roam. There's an early free kick to Bulgaria. Well, the Bulgarians can play some very good football, but perhaps their defence has let them down on occasions. They are unbeaten in the qualification process. Their problem is that they've drawn 5 times. The last time these two teams met, it did finish in a scoreless draw. The Italians will be hoping for a much better performance and better result tonight. Here's Daniele De Rossi with Andrea Pirlo getting an early touch. Fabio Grosso, a cross into Gilardino, who's very good at holding up the ball and playing in the on-rushing midfielders, but didn't get it right on that occasion, and a chance for the Bulgarians to break, but it's going to be very difficult to break down what is a very tight defensive unit for Italy. Of course, 3 players in that 4-man backline all play their club football at Juventus. Over 70% of this Italian side play for the Bianconeri. There's Pirlo on the ball for the Italians. Iaquinta probing, looking for space. The striker, he gets his cross in, and here's a real chance for the Italians, but Pirlo can't get a shot in. Comes out to Iaquinta. De Rossi. The spaces have closed up and he's forced backwards. Cleared away by the Bulgarian defence. Iaquinta is down and the fans aren't happy. They feel there was a foul there. And De Rossi will just play this out so his teammate can receive some medical attention. Well, a promising start from the Italians. A bit more reserved in that match against Georgia, and so Lippi has made a few changes, and he says you have to change players when you have 2 games in a few days at the beginning of the season. We see the fall there on Iaquinta. Well, it seems it may have hurt the Bulgarian just as much as it hurt Iaquinta. There's a great ball from Pirlo to Grosso. He's got space to cross. Gilardino can't get a touch onto it. Still falls to Iaquinta. There's a good chance for the Italians. And here's Pirlo. Camoranese. Cross can't find the head of Gilardino, but falls to De Rossi. He's trying to release Camoranese, but the attack breaks down, and promising signs from the Italians. They are looking very strong in these opening 10 minutes. Camoranese, who had an excellent match against Georgia, has already been in the thick of the action early against Bulgaria. There's a good ball to Petrov in space. Can't find Berbatov. There's been fairly opening early on in this match, and that's quite surprising when you see the Italians play. They're usually so reserved and like to close things up at the back. There's Italy with possession. Zambrotta with a long ball, but cleared away by the Bulgarians. Gilardino, Marchisio. Grosso with a deep cross, but well taken by Ivankov. It was offside from Vincenzo Iaquinta. There's now the Bulgarians in possession. They had to change things at half-time against Montenegro, and Coach Stoilov says he had to rejig the defensive line. That's what's happened tonight. Angelov has come in at central defence. Manolev flying right back, who's just transferred to PSV Eindhoven. The transfer window is Berbatov. Escaped the attentions of Cameronese. Cannavaro gets there first. Pirlo. He's had plenty of the ball early on. And his passing as ever is immaculate. Grosso. Pirlo gives it back to him. That's a great ball for Pirlo. Fabio Grosso, and it's 1-0 to Italy. After just 10 minutes, Grosso and Pirlo have prized open the Bulgarian defence. And the man who scored the World Cup winning penalty has put Italy in front. Well, they were looking extremely dangerous, and they've broken through. It was a magnificent pass from Fabio Grosso. From Pirlo, in fact. Grosso timed his run perfectly, and there was nothing Ivankov could do about that fearsome shot. And it's a real uphill battle for Bulgaria now. There's some fantastic play again from the Italians. Here's a great chance. Iaquinta saved off the line by Manolev. Well, that was his chance. A fantastic chance from Iaquinta. He's only scored one in qualification so far. That was a brilliant opportunity to make it two, but Italy are really tearing this Bulgarian side apart. It was a magnificent move on the right-hand side. And the Bulgarians look in all sorts of trouble. You see that chance again. It was teed up on a plate by Gianluca Zambrotta, but Iaquinta probably a little casual in his finish. And when Berbatov does get on the ball for Bulgaria, they can look dangerous, but they have to fix things up at the back as Grosso. Zambrotta in fact with the long-range effort. You can see the amount of space the Italians are getting just in front of the Bulgarian penalty area, and they are exploiting that extremely well, Lippi's men. Lippi did say that they perhaps are still feeling the effects of the hits they took in South Africa, and the team wasn't displaying much confidence. It doesn't look to be the case tonight. They played some good football and been free-flowing, but perhaps that'll change here with Berbatov. It's Rangelov, in fact, with the shot, and it was a tame strike on the Italian goal there. Two shots on goal from either side so far, but certainly Italy have been the most dangerous. substitutes maybe warming up for the Italians, but Rippy will be very happy with what his 11 have done so far. We'll have to stay concentrated at the back though, because on a couple of occasions Bulgaria have gotten in behind. Yankov with the corner to the near post, and a fantastic save from Gianluigi Buffon. The Bulgarians are claiming goal. So a shot comes in from Petrov just wide. Well, it seemed Buffon was able to keep this one out. It was a great hit, great shot at the near post, and there's no way that went over the line. But the flying Buffon saves Italy once more. It was Petrov with the near post shot. Despite the better possession or better chances on goal, they could be 1-1, and here's another chance now for the Bulgarians. It's gone just wide, still out Petrov again. Well, he started slow, but he's worked his way into this game, and he was given space to have a go. Didn't get it right, but again, warning signs. Italian method. It would be perhaps just a slight look of concern. He was very encouraged in the opening 20 minutes, half an hour, but perhaps the Italians have just given Bulgaria too much space in their own half. Just in some other matches around in Europe, Slovenia have now gone 2-0 up against Poland, while Montenegro has also taken the lead in their match with Cyprus. Italians looking good in the ball again. Iaquinta, good move with Gilardino. A brilliant 1-2, and Iaquinta finally puts it away for Italy, and it's 2-0. Well, they may not play together at club level, but Iaquinta and Gilardino combined perfectly. And the nerves settle for Lippi now. It was a great dummy from Iaquinta, and then the perfect 1-2. Perhaps a hint of offside, but the assistant kept his flag down. And Iaquinta this time finishes well. Sometimes when Bulgaria do get their game going, as we see here, they can be dangerous, and there was only Buffon that kept out Stilian Petrov. Shot from a corner. Incredible save. Bulgarians now running out of time though in this first half, and Italy will go in at the break, the much happier of the sides. And it is half time. That's a foul, in fact, from Maya. He does blow now for the interval. A good first half display for Italy. And at half time, it's Italy 2, Bulgaria 0. This is the second half as Bulgaria kick off. Italy 2-0 up against Bulgaria. And that would, if this result stays, they would go 4 points ahead of the Republic of Ireland in Group 8. And Bulgaria will stay 5 points behind Ireland. It will be 9 points behind the Italians. Realistically, Bulgaria don't have much chance of coming first in this group, but they still harbour hopes of a playoff place. As Grosso just pushed over Rangelov. Early set piece in the second half for the Bulgarians. Push in the back from Fabio Grosso. You saw from a corner that Buffon had to make a miraculous save to deny Stilian Petrov. And the Italians will have to be switched on. Another set piece for the Bulgarians. Rangelov tangling with Cannavaro. Near post. Flicked on by Rangelov, but looks as though it is Martin Petrov who will be replaced. It's somewhat of a surprise from the Bulgarians, and looks like Georgiev and Bozhinov, who currently plays for Parma in Serie A. So it's Petrov for Bozhinov, a winger for a striker for the Bulgarians, and Bozhinov couldn't break into the first team in Manchester City, so he's moved back to Italy with Parma, and it's Rangelov who will make way for Georgiev. Certainly a more attacking change from Stanimir Stoilov. Georgiev will go down this left-hand side, while Bozhinov will go into the more striking role, and is brought down just outside the box by De Rossi. De Rossi pleading his case, but Maya having none of it. Bozhinov possibly making a meal of that one. But it is a free kick to Bulgaria, and Georgiev over the ball. Goes to the near post, and again Buffon comes to Italy's rescue. I'm not sure if anyone got a touch to that, but Buffon certainly got his hand to it. It was whipped in fiercely by Georgiev, and no one got a touch on it, and Buffon coming to the Italians' rescue once more. But it will be a corner for the Bulgarians. Georgiev showing he can be very good from set-piece deliveries. Here he is again. Goes near once more. Flicked on by Bozhinov. Berbatov gets his head to it. Gonna get a clean header. Tight marking of Giorgio Chiellini. Ball, releasing Rossi. It's gone just, it was Marchisio in fact with the shot, just wide of the post. Italy are looking dangerous on the counter-attack. See again, that was a great ball from Camoranese. Marchisio made a great run into the box, but shooting just wide. Bulgaria do come back, they will make history. They've never beaten Italy in a competitive match. They've beaten them twice in friendlies. As a long ball comes down to Berbatov, who has a go at goal. Well, it doesn't seem to be his night, Dimitar Berbatov. That's as close as Bulgaria have come in the last few minutes. They dropped off. The impetus seems to have gone out of their attacks, and Italy may be strolling to victory now. And some bad news for Greek fans. Moldova have now equalised in their match against Greece, and it's 1-1 in that one. In injury time now, so a big blow to the Greeks. Here's Georgiev for Bulgaria. Going back to Yankov. Can't get it past De Rossi. The Italians dropping deep, keeping it tight at the back. Won't want to allow Bulgaria back into this match. A goal could change everything for the Bulgarians. Malinov, but a lovely touch from Berbatov, who's trying to surprise Buffon with a little flick, but it's going to need more than that to get past Buffon. Georgiev threading it through for Bozhinov, and it was a cynical tug on the shirt from Fabio Cannavaro, and he will be cautioned for that. Bozinov looked to be through on goal. I don't think that's correct. It was to Fabio Cannavaro, the yellow card. Could be a enterprising set piece for Bulgaria, and you see they're just grabbing a hold of the shirt from Fabio Cannavaro, and people talk about diving and how that's blatant cheating. Well, perhaps that's quite similar from Cannavaro, and the referee has dealt with it, but perhaps something like that deserves further punishment. But here's a set piece now for Bulgaria. Georgiev over the ball. Buffon looking to get his wall in order. Petrov there too, but it looks like Georgiev takes. And that was just past the post from Georgiev. He's really been one of Bulgaria's most likely since coming on. It was well struck, but just over the post. Applies his tray with Terek Grozny in Russia. Blagoy Georgiev. So some results now coming in. And it's full time between Switzerland and Latvia. In Latvia, that finished 2-2. And it's also full time in Moldova and Greece, and it was 1-1 in that match. So that group is as you were, while England have now gone 4-0 up against Croatia. Looking like another big win for the English. Possibly some revenge for the loss they suffered at home against Croatia, which knocked them out of Euro 2008. Here's Bulgaria with the ball. Stoyanov, who played for Jeff United Chiba in Japan and left to be replaced by Australian Eddie Bosnar. And here come the Bulgarians now. It's a great one from Manolev. Bozinov. Georgiev will have a go. Well, he has been one of the few shining lights for Bulgaria. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much playing time, Blagoy Georgiev. It was certainly worth a strike on goal, but not troubling Buffon. Pirlo, Cameronese. You can see him and certainly Marchisio before he went off. They like to come inside, but this could be danger for Italy. Bozinov, just past the post. And it was a mistake from Chiellini that allowed Bozinov in on goal. Well, they can ill afford to switch off, because a goal to Bulgaria will put them right back in striking distance. And a hit the post from Bozinov is well struck from the Parma striker. Pirlo going back to De Rossi. It's just about now holding the ball for the Italians. And Zabrotta pushed over by Georgiev. It'll be a free kick that'll soak up even more time for Italy. A little push in the back from Blagoy Georgiev. Berbatov pleading with his teammates to help him out, and that really has been the story of the night for Bulgaria. Very disappointing second half, especially from Dimitar Berbatov, who said he needed to do more to help his country. Well, he hasn't done enough tonight, unfortunately for them. Petrov. It looks like the Bulgarians are resigned to defeat. Petrov's head just dropping there. He's not even running to get back for his side. 3 minutes of injury time. There's really little hope left for Bulgaria. It'll be their first loss in the qualification, their first loss this year. They'll need to recover quickly because they're back in action next month. But here's a chance for a further goal for Italy. Cameronese, Pirlo just losing his footing. Georgiev. Angelov. Bulgaria, they're not even moving now. Bozhinov, though, making a run. Pepe dropping back to win the ball. Italy will just hold on to possession. They're not getting harassed by the Bulgarians, so they'll be happy to play the clock down. That wasn't the final whistle. Not sure where that whistle come from. Probably the crowd, but there will be another, still a minute and a half to play in this one in injury time. I think the fans are hoping that the whistle will go early. The 3 points are certainly in the bag for Italy. Camoranese holds the ball up. It's all about playing the clock down for the Italians, and Bulgaria aren't even trying to win the ball back now. Perhaps Kishishev is. He wins a throw. It really is a disappointing end, and Stanimir Stoilov may be a little concerned by the way his team has just dropped their heads and basically given up at the end of this match. Horror end to 2008 Bulgaria. Plamen Markov was given his marching orders for Stoilov, who won the Bulgarian Cup recently with Litex Lovek. And Bozhinov, and he was offside. Not long to go now for the Italians. And Maya does blow the final whistle. It's a great result for Italy and a performance to match. They fully deserve the 2-goal win. The strikes coming in the first half from Fabio Grosso and Vincenzo Iaquinta. And now Italy go 4 points clear at the top of Group 8.